them. Millions of us now use online banking, but no matter how safe the banks want us to think it is, it isn't. This is a story of a man who lost his life savings, could lose his house, and was blamed by the Commonwealth Bank for not telling them the deposit account was being systematically rifled. Laura Sparks reports.
Well, simply, I don't use internet banking because I personally don't trust it.
All my life savings is gone. I may lose the house.
The money simply vanished off the screen.
Over 10 million Australians now use internet banking. The banks try to convince us it is perfectly safe. But an epidemic of electronic fraud is sweeping the globe. New, highly sophisticated spyware attacking our computers, targeting our online accounts.
Banks' excuses are pathetic, to say the least, because they'll try to find any excuse, really, to get away with it and not pay up.
Mike Kharghidoorian believed internet banking secure. That was until he noticed a staggering $138,500 missing from his online Commonwealth Bank account.
They offered to reimburse me $20,000 out of the $138,000 without accepting liability, mind you. For the reason of not having notified them early enough.
Mike concedes that he didn't check his account transactions while continuing to use the account for several months. But he says that's no excuse.
If the banks want us to do home banking or small business banking, then it's their responsibility to make it safe and secure, and they can do that.
Costing our banks between $12 to $15 million in losses each month, internet fraud is hitting hard. Some banks seeking to avoid all responsibility, placing the liability of stolen funds back into the lap of customers.
When internet banking goes wrong, it's a virtual nightmare for the customer. Not only have you lost your money, but you've got to then tackle or take the bank on to recover that money.
Bruce Ford runs Dispute Assist, an independent company helping people resolve problems with their banks. Among them, a customer from another major bank with unexplained irregularities with their internet banking facility.
For this customer, it's a virtual nightmare. Here we have their account. Moments later, $57,000 literally disappears off their screen before their very eyes. Moments later, the money's back in their account. I think the cases that you have before you raise serious questions whether internet banking is safe.
I'm sorry to say, we don't get that guarantee in the PC, the personal computer area at the present moment.
Professor Bill Kaeli is an information security consultant. He says we should listen to the computer manufacturers like Microsoft and IBM, who have warned their PCs were never designed to be secure enough for internet banking.
Today, the real problem is what we call the ghost in the machine. Essentially now, the criminals have got far more sophisticated in what they do. They literally take over your machine.
Internet banking is booming. In 2003, 30 million transactions were made via the net. Today, it's closer to 1 billion, and it continues to grow.
They're encouraging people to go online, and yet they're not providing them with a secure system.
They'll give you a little token, a little device, which gives you a different number for every individual transaction you do, and you have to type that number in each time. Those services are available today. At the present moment, the banking industry in Australia seems to be offering those only to certain business customers. I maintain it should be available to everybody.
I want my money back. It's as simple as that.
Mr. Kharghidoorian has now been promised his money back. After nearly 5 months, the Commonwealth has offered to repay it if the police inquiry reveals no fraud.